Hello learners. Let us now journey lesson 2 for this lecture. There were many changes occurred during the Spanish period. The Spanish have a strong influence on our literature. They introduced the Roman alphabet. The teaching of the Christian doctrine became the basis of religious practices. Many Filipinos embraced the Catholic religion. Our periodicals gained religious tone. The Spanish language became the literary language. But they collected and translated our ancient literature to Tagalog. Many grammar books they have were printed in Filipino. The Christian Doctrine was the first book printed in the Philippines in 1593. It was written by Father Juan de Plasencia and Father Domingo Nieva, in Tagalog and Spanish. It contained the Our Father, Hail Mary, Hail Holy Queen, the 10 Commandments of God, the Commandments of the Catholic Church, the 7 Mortal Sins, How to Confess, and the Catechism. The Passion is another book printed which is about the life and sufferings of Jesus Christ that is still read during Lenten season nowadays by devout Catholics. This book is an example of a narrative poetry. Religious lyric poems included complimentary verses and meditative verses. Complimentary verses were intended to attract readers to read a certain book by giving praises. It served a double purpose, to draw readers and to teach the Spanish language to the Filipinos. Meditative verses were found in novenas and catechisms. Examples of meditative verses were Francisco de Salazar's novenas and catechisms tended to be written in the poetic form dalet, an early form that resembles free verse, in that there is no fixed rhyme or meter, save for some octosyllabic 4-line stanzas. The Spaniards brought a variety of dramatic forms to enrich Philippine theater. These forms included zarzuela, the sinaculo, and the comedia. It is evident that even in the genre drama, religious themes continued to be dominant. The sinaculo, for one, dramatized the Passion, in that it was a live-action simulation of Christ's passion and death. Even battles between Christian and Muslims itself, a long-standing issue, was dramatized in the Moro Moro or Comdia de Capa y Espada. Other contributions of the Spanish were Duplo, it is a poetic joust in speaking and reasoning. Balagtasan is another poetic joust of skills in debate on a particular topic or issue. This replaced Duplo and is held in honor of Francisco Balagtas Baltazar. Folk songs became widespread in the Philippines. Each region had its song. It manifests the artistic feelings of the Filipinos. Examples which are still sang today are, Laran Laran Sinta from the Tagalog, and Dandansoy, a Bisaya song. There was also a corrido. It is in octosyllabic verse. Example to this is Ibang Adarana. Awit is another work which is dodecasyllabic. Florante et Laura of Francisco Balagtas is an example. It was in this period that our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, made many compositions which are still known today. Like the Nali Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. His 2 masterpieces that portrayed the colorful characteristics of Philippine society. Before he died, he wrote the Mi Ultimo Adios. Being colonized by the Spanish government for more than 3 centuries, Jose Rizal expressed his feelings towards them, published in La Solidaridad in 1890. Examine carefully how he voiced out his mind fearlessly against a notion held by the Spaniards in his write-up The Indolence of the Filipinos. You can read in the attached file for further information about Spanish era. We learned from this lesson that during the Spanish period there were different genres of literature were identified. Let us see if you can remember some of them by answering all of the activity uploaded in week 2.